Exercise 8 continues our study on the first two strings in first position. And there's nothing new here, it's just a review. We are in 4/4 time signature. We will be using quarter notes, eighth notes, and whole notes in our rhythm. And then we have the accidentals, sharps, naturals, and flats. So it's a variety of everything we've done so far. So in preparation for our reading, we need to get out our 9 points, and the first point being the term first position. We are playing in first position over the first two strings, so I want you to perform a whole technique over your B string since our first note is going to be that C. That's going to prepare you. Open your fingers, keep your fingers just behind the frets, and by doing so, you're going to be able to keep your eyes off your guitar and on the page. Point number 3, don't forget to alternate. If you're a flat picker, make sure that you alternate down and up strokes through the entire exercise. And if you're a classical or flamenco player, to alternate your index and middle fingers using free or rest strokes for maximum efficiency. Point number 4, we need to establish the rhythm. And we're going to do so by counting the rhythm on the page as we tap our pencil to counts 1, 2, 3, 4 through the entire exercise. We are in 4/4 time signature, and we already know that the top number tells us that each of these measures get 4 counts. And if we do the math, it adds up. Let's take measure 13, for example. We have a half count and a half count, which gives us a full count. And then here's 2 more eighth notes, which get a half count each. That's count 2. A quarter note gets a count, and a quarter note gets a count. If you add that all up, it equals the top number in 4/4. Don't forget to pronounce the and syllable in the eighth notes. And when you get to the whole note, you will say the first count and then tap your pencil to counts 2, 3, and 4. To demonstrate, I will count measures 1 through 4 with you. I'll give a 4 count and we'll begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Point number 5 is all about note identification on the staff. So you can put away your guitar and your metronome, pick a note, and identify it. Don't forget about your rules for accidentals. We will be using all 3 rules since we are dealing with sharps, flats, and naturals. So have a good look at this page, and then I'm going to go over a few examples with you in exercise 8. So if I were to ask you what note this was, would you be able to identify it? Now, if you said D, you're wrong. And that's because over here, we have a D sharp. And remember, the sharp remains until the end of the measure. And so this D here inherits the sharp from count 2. That's rule number 1 on the rules for accidentals. And in measure 9, if you were to tell me that this note here was an E flat, you would be right. And that's because you know that this E flat here on count 2 remains until the end of the measure. And so this E inherits the flat from the second count. And that is rule number 2 in your rules for accidentals. In measure 3, we have an example of our third rule, and that happens on count 3, where we have a D sharp, and that D sharp is canceled with a D natural, so we go down by a half step, and then back up a half step as we reinstate the D sharp. Now, had we not put this sharp symbol on this D, it would have remained a D natural. Point number 6, I want you to say the notes on the page in rhythm as you tap counts 1, 2, 3, 4 with your pencil. And so make sure that you go slow enough so that you can articulate the notes clearly, especially on these eighth notes. When you get to the whole note, you can say count 1 and then just tap your pencil to 2, 3, 4. And if you want to sing, you can sing this whole note through all 4 counts. I'm just going to say the note and then tap the pencil. I can't sing. I've slowed the metronome down to 40 beats per minute so that I can say these notes clearly, and I'm going to practice with you from measures 1 through 4, and then you're on your own. I'll give a 4 count, and we'll begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D, D sharp, F, G, D, F sharp, D, F, C sharp, C, B, C, D, D sharp, D, D sharp, F, G. And if that was too fast, you can slow down your media player if that helps you to keep up with me. Point number 7, say and play the notes at the same time with the guitar. And in the beginning, as you're getting familiar with the notes, you can just pick out a note, say the name, and then play it on your instrument. As you get better, you can start working with the metronome at a very slow tempo. Make sure you go slow enough so that you can articulate these notes clearly and so that you can look ahead. Setting parameters into the usable notes is a good way to help your sight reading. And we do this by identifying the highest and the lowest note of the passage. And so you will go no higher in your reading than this G, and you don't have to worry about reading anything lower than this B. And if you look at your chart, your parameters are anything between this B here and this G here, which is this B on the staff and this G on the staff. So basically what you're doing is you're setting the parameters of the usable notes and eliminating the waste of the unusable part of the guitar neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D, D sharp, F, G, D sharp, F sharp, D, F, C sharp, C, B, C, D, D sharp, D, D sharp, F, G. C, D, D sharp, F, G, D sharp, F sharp, D, F, C sharp, C, B, C, D sharp, D, B, C. C, D, E flat, F, G, E flat, G flat, D, F, D flat, C, B, C, D, E flat, D, E flat, F, G. C, D, E flat, F, G, E flat, G flat, D, F, D flat, C, B, C, E flat, D, B, C. Point number 8, and that's counting and playing the notes at the same time. So your focus is on rhythm as you identify the notes. Make sure that you say counts 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through the exercise. When you get to the upbeats or these and beats, make sure you include the and syllable. And then when you get to the whole note, make sure you say counts 1, 2, 3, 4 as you allow the note to ring. You're showing that you know what a whole note does by allowing it to ring all 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point number 9. Training your eyes to look ahead of the note that you're playing. Expert sight readers can see several notes ahead because they scan the page much in the same way you scan words in a book. And so you're going to learn to do that in time. At first, maybe just one note at a time, but eventually you will be able to see several notes ahead. One way to help you with this is identifying trends and patterns. And if we look at measure 9 here, there's a trend. C, D, E flat, F, G. So from C to G, you're just running up the alphabet. So that's already pre-programmed in your head. That's like seeing a word that you recognize. Rarely do you read all the letters of that word. You just see the whole word as a pattern.